You know what is too expensive? McDonald's.
McDonald's is out of control. Do we have the receipt?
Here, let me go get it. Talk for 1 sec.
No, you don't have to get it. We could just explain it. They'll believe me.
It's my wallet. I forgot
So
about it.
McDonald's, and I know you're going to go, and here's another thing you can't do. Stop with all these people who go, well, what do you expect? It's McDonald. I hate that. That's not an excuse. You know, McDonald's is one of the cheapest places to get fast food. They're everywhere, right? And when McDonald's is hot and fresh and made perfectly, it's heads above. I won't ever say McDonald's is good. But we loved McDonald's as kids. Remember how excited you were when your dad, hopefully this happened for you, when your dad took you to McDonald's as a kid. Do you remember how excited? Do you ever have a Sunday where your dad goes, wake up, faggot son, faggot naked son, I am naked on the other side of the door. Are you naked? Let's get naked as dad and kid. Wake up. And I go, why? We're going to Mickey D's for breakfast. You ever had that? Your dad would surprise you. You're going to McDonald's for breakfast on Sunday. Instead of the shit breakfast they're going to concoct or attempt to make, you're going to McDonald's, and you couldn't be more excited. You shot out of bed. My McDonald's order as a kid, believe it or not, the flapjacks. I still think McDonald's is the best pancake. To this day, people go, what's your favorite flapjack? I go, McDonald's pancakes. That's how I want my pancakes made. You'd get it in the styrofoam, you take it off. Now, I am a one pancake per pancake guy, meaning I take the stack of 3, I take one out, I put the other 2 away, I close it, I do one at a time. I butter one, syrup one, eat it, take another pancake out. I have never been a let's stack them up and eat them all. It doesn't matter if they're equally sauced or not. I like all my pancakes equal amount of syrup, and I eat pancakes breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I only eat no, I hate pancakes. But as a kid, that's what I got. I didn't get eggs at McDonald's. I didn't get the little sandwiches. That's too adult for me. But McDonald's, when cooked right, when they follow the rules.
That they invented, by the way.
That they invented. If they follow the rules at McDonald's, have you ever been there where you go, this is... And I'm not going to say good. I'll never say good. But we've all had fresh McDonald's where the fries are amazing for McDonald's. Where the nuggets are crispy, fluffy, crispy. And then they're so good and juicy. All this red juice comes out of the nuggets. You crack it open and all this red juice comes out and you drink it. Mm-hmm. You dab it in the juice. A medium rare nugget. Mm-hmm. Or when the double hamburger at McDonald's is juicy, steamy. They've got the right amount of onions on there. You go to McDonald's now, and I don't know. You might have a good McDonald's. You might not know this is happening, but I live in Tucson, Illinois here. The worst fucking city I've ever lived in my life. In fact, it's so below me that it's almost a joke I live here. I'm the king of this whole city, by the way. I'm the most famous, rich person in this city. That's why I like it here, because this city, when they see me coming down the highway, they pull over as if an ambulance is coming when they see me. And they wait till I'm long gone before they get back on the road. That's why I like it here. People, we could just really throw around our wealth in this city and really run the town. You live in like a city like LA or Chicago, you're at the bottom of the barrel. Nobody cares about you here. I'm basically the...
Also, no one cares about us.
Yeah, but I'm more presidential here. But
you get the feeling like maybe you could be mayor soon.
Oh, I could be mayor in 3 weeks. So McDonald's has a real problem here, and it's probably all over the country. And this is happening at every McDonald's here. I don't understand whether you get it for delivery, whether you pick it up at the drive-thru. It's been sitting. It's so dry, it's so cold, the fries are so soggy, and I don't want to hear, what do you expect? No, I expect the highest end of McDonald's, which we've all tasted. That's what it's supposed to be, right? It's supposed to... Remember when you had the best McDonald's you've ever had? That should be the minimum, but it never is. and they're shrinking the burger. You're shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. Here's the latest one. 2 double hamburgers, which used to be $1 2 years ago. 2 double hamburgers, large fry, medium drink. $16.81. Guys, isn't that too expensive for the poor people? How is this not on the news? McDonald's for a double hamburger.
One McDonald's fries is $5.79.
$5.79 for a large fry. For a double hamburger, this was 99 cents 2 years ago. 99 cents for a McDouble. A double hamburger, no cheese. $4.98. That's a problem. When you ask for ketchup, you might get 2 packs. So they've doubled the price, almost tripled the price, quadrupled the price within the last 3 years. They've also lowered the quality of the food to it's prison, it's army. I mean, it really is.
And it's just McDonald's at my favorite fast food place, Culver.
Culver's.
You get like 4 beautiful roast beef
gorgeous
sandwiches. It's like Christmas Day, and that's like $12.
Culver's is cheaper than McDonald's, much cheaper, and it's like you're getting real food from Culver's. Beautiful. I don't like the color blue they chose for Culver's. Reminds me of a urinal or a bathroom. I don't like the blue and white scheme at Culver's. I think Culver's should have a nicer color. Blue is not a good food color to me. Blue is sick. Wake up, Culver's, you sick psychos.
No, the Culver's
you Christian. No, they're great.
They serve you your food.
They serve you your food. They're super nice. You're never getting a Mexican who's so out of it. They're not handing you Diet Cokes when you've ordered regular Cokes. At McDonald's, every time you get a Coke now, you go, is this diet? It's a mix between diet and regular. You don't know what it is anymore. It tastes like bathroom ice. Ice from a urinal is in there. So maybe you got lucky. Maybe you live by a good McDonald's. We don't. Every McDonald's in town is so bad and so expensive. It's more expensive than any other fast food place. How is this? Here's my problem. Doesn't matter to me, right? But how is the world's poorest, who, if you've ever tuned to Reddit, go to Reddit, all poor people do is complain about prices. Nobody's complaining about McDonald's shrinking their food and quadrupling the prices. How is this not on Tucker? How is this not on 60 Minutes? Why isn't this something I'm hearing about from the poor people every day? Did you find something? No. Not you. I just don't know why we're not hearing about it. That kind of bothers me more than the actual crime of McDonald's charging so much. I get aggravated when no one's talking about something so blatant. That's what gets me going. So again, this isn't about McDonald's. Mike, why are you eating there while I have an opposite schedule? There's nothing open after 9. That's another thing about me that I wanted to tell you. In a symposium, we've screwed ourselves up. We wake up at 4 now.
And there's nothing we can do to switch it back. I've been trying for like a month.
So we've got a plan. Come September 20th, we hope to have flipped our schedule back to a 7 a.m. wake up. For fall. Fall is coming. Fall is the nicest, or winter is the nicest season here in Tucson. Summer is basically our winter.
It's hell.
It's unusable here. It's too hot. You can't go outside. So we've been sleeping later to avoid the hot days because it cools down at night, and we've kind of fucked ourselves. This life is not set up to wake up at 4. This world is not set up to wake up at 2 p.m. When we say 4, we mean we're getting out of bed at 4. We wake up at probably 12:50, sit in bed, watch all of our Fool's materials, drink these cappuccinos. I'm puffing on this all fucking morning.
Oh, I wanted to tell you someone
jacking off.
Just because I think this will make you happy.
Yeah.
It gives you an opportunity to buy.
I love buying.
Someone said, Mike, if you don't have a separate grinder and espresso machine, your shit sucks. bucks.
I'm telling, I understand all of this, and this is why I'm so embarrassed to tell you what I own or what I do, because everybody thinks that I haven't thought this through, and you'd be right, because no one thinks anything through. I'm telling you, no one spends more time consumer researching than me. And while my decisions might sound bad, and many of them are, you know, you learn from decisions, you grow from them, from this consumerism. Many of my decisions are for a reason. And I understand you could buy an espresso machine that looks like a Cadillac. It's all silver. It's made by some brand you never heard of, but it's the top of the... I don't have time for that. You know how long that takes to heat up in the morning? Guess how many people drink the cappuccino at my house? 1! I'm not buying a system that is made to work at a store. I believe $2,700 is enough for a coffee maker. Okay? What do you want me to spend? $8,000 and I have the espresso machine from the best coffee shop? I understand that exists. I understand that I could also have stadium sound from the SoFi Stadium in here, but you got to stop somewhere. And I want my coffee, I want that water pump heating up within 3 or 4 minutes. If you have one of these giant espresso machines, you're not able to just hit one button, walk away, and 30 seconds later come and make your drink. This is a whole system. You got to clean everything. You got to work. I'm not in it for that. I understand those exist. You got to stop shaming people for stuff like that, okay?
Oh, who would do that?
Well, I understand by the shame. And meanwhile, they don't own that fucking machine. What do they got? An espresso. You go to their house, they got a Keurig. Well, right now I have a Keurig, but this is the one I would get. You don't have anything better than what I have. No one has better than the Oracle. Nobody has spent more than $2,700 on their
Whenever someone denigrates anything, I assume they know what they're talking about.
They don't. They assume that we haven't done the research. What I'm saying is we have. I went on Amazon and I saw the 3.8 star rating. And it was everybody complaining that it was, you could do this for, everybody's looking, you could do this yourself. I don't want to do it myself. I wanted the automatic tamping. I don't want to pull that thing out and go, I want to pull the thing out and go, and that's it. And I've dialed it into I'm telling you, taste my espresso, you'd give me an apology. You'd go, oh man, this is better than the hotels. This is better than any hotel.
But anyways, we were saying that our sleep is reversed.
Our sleep is reversed right now. So a lot of times what happens is it'll be 11:59. I'll go, let's get some just McDonald's, just Taco Bell. That's all that's open. And I got to get my protein in. I'm trying to bodybuild, as you can see here. And you got to have 1 gram of protein for every pound you weigh. So I got to have at least 210 grams of protein a day. So I got to get all these things, and I eat pretty bad. I'll tell you, my supplements, I think, counteract that. I think I'm getting the nutrients from my supplements, and then I'm getting the fillings from the junk food I eat. And we eat, if I told you, if I showed you my DoorDash, people would unsub from Scars Club. They wouldn't be able to watch this show anymore if they saw my DoorDash.
But it's not our fault. We'd had to reverse our schedule because of the hot summer heat. It's September now.
We got stuck in this shitty city where when you first get here, you go, oh, there's so many great restaurants. This is great. We made the perfect choice. And then after 6 months, you go, there are no restaurants left. And if you think we're cooking our own food, think again. I'm not getting grease.
I'm going back to cooking.
If you want to cook, you cook outside. And that's why we haven't been cooking, because we use the outside to cook in the backyard, because I don't like, you can't make a smash burger in your kitchen. Okay? You think you can. That grease is getting up in the smoke. That smoke is settling. That's why you have a layer of grease all over your whole house. Cooking in the house is disgusting.
My meals that I cook don't require as much smoke and grease as yours do.
I'll cook in my butler's kitchen. I'll cook in the butler's kitchen, but it's so lonely back there. So you want to cook in the main kitchen, and then you get grease all over your chandelier.
So that's the truth about why we've been eating McDonald's. We're changing our lives.
But
soon,
anytime you think, and that's why you have to, I can't tell anybody anything about my life because it involves a 6-hour explanation of how I got there so that they see it's not a dumb, retarded decision. It's a well thought out, like, yeah, I eat McDonald's for a very good reason. But you would never know that unless I spent 3 hours explaining it. I still haven't even explained it good enough. So that's why it's better off just to not tell you what I do. Because God forbid you think that I'm making some error, some mistake, which I spend a lot of time making sure I don't. Nothing matters more in this world to me than spending a lot of time making sure you're doing every life thing the best way you can.
But it is horrible being a night person. The world is not set up.
The world is not set up for night, and people don't obey.
Every food place except McDonald's is closed at like 8:30.
They're calling you at 9 a.m. You've got Amazon drivers who think, oh, because we're delivering to business 7 a.m., we could wake people up with phone calls from FedEx drivers at 8 a.m. That to me is if you ding-dong ditched me at 3 a.m. It's the same thing. Imagine you wake me up at 8 a.m. That's like me waking up the president at 2 a.m., which would be illegal. Okay?